Okay, good morning, KG family. Today is September 26th. This is our weekly Ask the Superintendent. So I've got a nice group of questions that I'm going to answer for you guys today. But first, let me go over a few announcements. Accreditation results for all Virginia public schools came out this past week, and I'm happy to say all King George County schools are fully accredited. So we appreciate everyone's hard work in that endeavor. We've gone through quite an interesting couple of years. And through all those challenges, we have come out with full accreditation. So you should be proud of your school division, certainly proud of all the teachers that put in the effort to get that job done. We certainly thank parents and our students in that effort as well, and look forward to continuing on that path moving forward. I'm happy to say now that Titan, our school lunch fund operation, is now fully functional, so parents can load money from home and put all of the school lunch money on students' accounts now. You don't need to send checks in now for the cafeteria workers, but you certainly can if you want. Another announcement, Sealston now has their audio-visual main entrance controlled access system up and running. So the only school we have left to make sure that system is operational is Potomac. So all of our other schools now have audio and video operation at their main entrance. So we have controlled access as far as letting anyone into the building, and it's certainly a safety feature that is beneficial for our schools. Just a reminder that our federal impact aid forms are due. You should have those coming home with your child. Please make sure you read over that form, sign it, and return it to the school division. It is a process and a program that affords money to the school division, so it's certainly helpful if you could fill that form out and turn it in. Let me jump right into the questions now this week. First question is, why does the high school principal change IE to certain periods on certain days? So just a little background. IE is a period during the day at the high school. It stands for Intervention and Enrichment. It's from 10:32 to 11:02, I believe, every day. It's a 30-minute period. And it is a period that we've always allowed students to take care of their business. It's one of those things where we ask students to do a lot of things, especially our young adults, our students that are 14 to 18 years old. We ask them to get forms signed and get things done in their lives. And it's always been a period where we give them really the responsibility to take care of those things. So within that period of the day, what the administration is balancing is freedom to take those responsibilities, but also enough accountability in the day to make sure that we can communicate with parents and we know what's going on exactly within the school building. So it is a balancing act. What we do now at the high school is we have IE Monday through Friday, every day of the week. And I believe 4 of those days we have a specific class that students need to attend to. This will allow students to focus on the academic nature of the intervention and enrichment period. It provides more structure so that we know exactly where students are throughout the day. And it's not a 30-minute block where we're really trying to find out which of the 4 academic blocks a student has attended to. It provides a little more structure, and I think it's a good idea moving forward, as long as students take into consideration that there's a particular day where they're going to a particular class. So again, still provides opportunity for students to take those responsibilities, but provides a greater level of structure throughout the academic day so that we certainly know where everybody is. Next question is, would they ever add ASL, which is American Sign Language, as a foreign language with full credits as any other foreign language? It is a language after all. So yes, in Virginia, you can certainly have American Sign Language as a foreign language credit. When I was in Fairfax County many years ago, Fairfax County Public Schools offered American Sign Language. It is a class that would satisfy the foreign language requirement on the Advanced Studies diploma. So it is certainly something we could consider moving forward. It is something that the state considers to be a foreign language and to satisfy the foreign language requirement. So good question. I like the idea. It's certainly something we would consider moving forward, taking a look at our master schedule. Next question is, I'm asking for some clarification on the rules and guidelines in regards to parents visiting the school. This has to do with the announcement we made last week. If you guys remember, We talked about parents visiting the school buildings. We started the school year. Again, we're coming out of COVID. Everybody appreciates the policies and procedures we had to follow during that. We are also coming out of a school year where it ended in a very tragic way. Not in our county, but in Texas, and I'll just leave that conversation there. But it provided us an opportunity to really focus on safety and security throughout the summer and rolling into this school year. So where we are right now with the conversation of allowing parents or outside visitors into the school building is we've established our routines. We're certainly ready to invite parents back in, but we're trying to balance two focuses. One, making sure that our building is extremely safe and extremely secure for our students and our staff members inside, given the world we live in right now, but also open, inviting, and one where we can allow parents and outside visitors to come in. So just like with your own household, if you're inviting somebody or somebody's coming over for dinner, you certainly want a little bit of time to make plans for that. There's a lot of moving parts in the school. Our elementary schools have anywhere between 500 and 700 students walking around doing different things throughout the school day. We're worried about things like lunch counts and lesson plans and all of the many things that go on in an average school day. So where we are right now is we just want a heads up. We would like to know when and if you plan on coming. If you could just give us a day's notice, call the school, say, hey, I'm going to bring cupcakes tomorrow, whatever that thing is that you'd like to do, just eat lunch with your child. Just give us a heads up so that we can consider your desires and the desires of everybody in the school and make sure that we can still, run our operation with the consideration of other folks in the building. So that's that moving forward. Next question is why are the middle school children being told to clean up and pack up lunch 10 minutes before their lunchtime is over? So I ran over to the middle school this morning and talked to Mr. Schaefer, who is in charge really of a lot of the lunch operations at the high school. So right now, a couple things are happening at the middle school, which I think are good things. There is about 8 minutes that they have before the end of lunch. They've done a couple things. They've gone back to plastic trays, which is a good thing for the environment, which is a good thing for the budget, because going through COVID, there were you wouldn't believe the amount of money we're spending on styrofoam containers and things of that nature for lunches. So we're going back to being able to have plastic trays that we can use and wash and reuse. So the operation right now is students have to take those trays and bus them back up to the service lines. So that takes a little bit of time. If you're a student that has purchased a lunch, what's happening right now is that they're walking around letting you know that there's about 8 minutes left if you could bus your tray. If you're not finished with your lunch, they're certainly just going to say, okay, hang out, finish your lunch. When you're ready, go on and do that. If you bring your lunch or if you get a salad, I understand right now, you don't have to go through that busing process. That's only for the folks that have the trays. So that's what it looks like at the middle school right now. I think it's a step in the right direction. It's certainly a good thing, like I said, for the environment and for the bottom line as far as purchasing things that costed a lot of money during COVID. So those are the questions this week, guys. I certainly hope and appreciate you continue asking the questions. These are very good questions, and I look forward to answering them. And as I've always said, it certainly provides us an opportunity to focus on your needs and your desires as we work our way through the school year. This is the last week of September, so we are moving quickly through the school year. I think we've got another 2 weeks before report cards come out. So we are rolling along, and I appreciate you guys rolling along with us. Thank you so much, and look forward to your questions for next week.